Broad-Based Black Economic Empowerment Act, together with the codes of good practice, have been the pillars of the transformation landscape. The legislation gave birth to the first presidential Black Economic Empowerment Advisory Council, which is the body responsible for advising government through the presidency on the implementation of the broad-based Black Economic Empowerment policy. The Advisory Council, in conjunction with the Department of Trade and Industry, hosted a successful broad-based Black Economic Summit. This was the first BBBEE Summit, and it managed to showcase broad-based Black economic implementation milestones, as well as identified critical government interventions to advance transformation. In the State of the Nation address, I mentioned government's 9-point plan to ignite growth and create jobs. It is the role of the new members of Advisory Council to ensure that the broad-based Black economic empowerment legislative framework through the Black Industrialist Program achieves maximum inclusivity in terms of economic transformation, bearing in mind the goals set in the National Development Plan. Members of the Advisory Council need to tackle are historical issues hindering economic transformation, such as the public procurement policy and many others. For an example, the reversing of the apartheid racial economic structure, very critical, which we often not pay attention to. If we are going to drive sustainable economic transformation, there has to be measures and programs in place for government to support business, in particular Black business. Lastly, the Advisory Council members need to ensure that as part of their ongoing monitoring and evaluation, the broad-based Black economic empowerment framework continues to attract foreign investment through the Equity Equivalent Investment Program. Initiatives identified by multinational corporations under this program must promote youth development and skills development for our growing economy.